Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Life's a Hoot collection from Close to My Heart. I am going to make quite a simple layout here, and I am going to border my layout. So I am trimming it down. I usually do 1 inch on 2 sides, so it comes down to ½ inch. I am then going to use a new stamp set here, and there's like a scalloped stamp. So I am actually going to use that and kind of make 2 scallops top and bottom, using the glacier and then maybe the wisteria there. I happen to have both of the colors in the collection. And the way that I do it, I actually have kind of both top and bottom, the scallops coming into the middle, if that makes sense. I felt like it kind of just helped maybe bring attention. The photo is going to be directly in the middle. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this side here. And this is the Dainty Patterns stamp set. I think it is just so fun. It is a new one in this quarterly catalog, and there's some daisies, some kind of, I guess, V's almost, and then kind of polka dots and the scallop border and a couple other borders. And I just am loving these kind of basic stamp sets for kind of like bordering like this, or just like a simple design in the background, I guess. So I am going to double back this photo. I decide to kind of bring in some of, well, the glacier, and then I think it's sapphire. There's not a lot of the sapphire in the collection, but I do have a bright blue shirt on, so I did bring that in. Just a very, very thin border. And now that I'm looking at it, I just assumed my initial border was the glacier color, but I actually do use sapphire as my outside border. So I decided to use this fun circular pattern paper. I'm going to do 2 strips on either side of the middle. As you can see, I haven't done the outside borders for the layout yet, but I am going to use that for the middle, and then use these zip strips here. I think they're so fun too. It has gold, and I don't think it looks shiny, but I don't think it actually is shiny, like actually shiny. I think it's just maybe the play on the color, I guess. So here's where I am going to cut out my borders. I trim this down a little bit because, like I said, I do kind of double border the layout, and so I trimmed it down, cut out the middle, so I can use that to back photos or whatever else. I like to definitely get the most out of my cardstock as I can. I do usually buy the cardstock, like the matching cardstock for the collections, but I tend to go through it really fast, and so I like to get the most out of it by, gutting out the border when I do border my layouts. So I must have gutted out the other one and already used that. I think that must have been what I used to back the photo there. I am just going to have my photo in the middle of the page, but I wanted to use this Everyday Smiles kind of title from the sticker sheet. I am going to pop that up on some foam tape, so I'm kind of placing the smiles where I want it to be, so that I can kind of then place my photo where I wanted it, because I knew that I would overlap the title, but kind of just working bottom to top, trying to figure out the placement of my photo. So once that is down, then I'm just going to embellish. I do use some of the flower clusters from the collection here. I really like that large floral cluster there, but really kind of struggled with placement. I didn't want to cover up my photo too much, but then I realized if I kind of flipped it over, it covered it up just a little bit and not too much, and then I was able to add that little butterfly up there. I also added a butterfly down at the bottom, just trying to kind of use up the more girlier, I guess, pieces of this collection, and I don't know, just kind of trying to use up the collection as much as I can. I did get kind of bare minimum. When I say that, I got the collection and the cardstock, but a lot of times I'll get the collection and an extra paper pack and the cardstock. This time though, I just kind of kept it simple and smaller, I guess. I do have these phrases here from Freckled Fawn that I wanted to use. There were really some good phrases. So I make my own floral cluster to the left of the photo there. Again, didn't want to cover up. I mean, my face is kind of up in the top corner, so I couldn't really cover it up too much. But one of the chipboard pieces there said "you and me," and I just loved that. I don't know. Eli's my little shadow. We cuddle a lot on the couch, and he's usually always right next to me. So it was just perfect. I just like to snap everyday photos, and I thought the title, "This Everyday Smiles," was perfect for this photo. So I did want to expand on that cluster to the left there. I added one of those asterisks from the embellishment pack. There are paperboard and acrylic pieces in that, which I think are so fun and great, just to give kind of different textures and some dimension. I was trying to kind of play around with more of those and decided not to, but again, like I said, wanted to add to that cluster, so I did cut one of the flowers down a little bit because I think I must have had a hard time ripping that "you and me" up. And then there was like I don't know if it's a flower or an asterisk, yeah. But I added that to the bottom to just kind of spruce that up a little bit. Wasn't sure about the second butterfly down at the bottom, but did end up committing to that at the bottom. So I will have a link down below for this collection. I absolutely love the colors of the collection. I think they're just so pretty. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.